like we should do a segment on the show every week until these files come out. That's how I feel about it. I know you guys probably are like sick of me talking about the dang files.
No, we should do that segment every week, and you should lead it since you told us Pam Bondi was going to be the one to release all this information to us.
I'm very skeptical about Pam Bondi at this moment. I heard there was a truckload of files. I don't know why it required a truck to deliver things that are digitized, but apparently there was a truckload of files delivered to the FBI's office. Don't know where those are. We did have Brad's favorite, Anna Paulina Luna, post to Twitter that the National Archives has created a website for the files for the JFK assassination to be released when they're ready to be released, but there's nothing up there yet.
Well, this is what our heroes are busy doing right now. Here's a picture of Pam Bondi, Kash Patel. That looks like Jeb Bush, doesn't it? That guy right there.
Yeah, but I think that's Sean Duffy.
I know it's not him. And then there's Tulsi Gabbard. This is a tweet from Kash Patel on the ground last night in Dulles Airfield as FBI personnel and our DOJ CIA partners delivered a terrorist wanted for the Afghanistan Abbey Gate murders. We will hunt you to the ends of the earth and find you, terrorists. Listen.
They love taking pictures.
Give us the fucking files. All right, stop it with this bullshit. You say it's a national security issue that has to be redacted and all this other stuff. What's the national security issue? What is
well,
go ahead.
Well, that we have blackmail on 50% of the United States Senate.
We do?
Or somebody does.
Well, I mean, I guess we're in possession of it if we're in possession of the Epstein files, but did we create it?
In partnership with other organizations.
The
national security thing, though. Mossad.
What? I've not heard that ever. What theory is that? Have you been listening to Ian Carroll on Joe Rogan?
I did not listen to that episode.
You shouldn't. It's not very good.
Okay. The national security, Sean Hannity asked Pam Bondi, but if you're going to redact national security stuff, correct? And she said, oh, yes, of course. It wasn't like she offered it. It was like, we're going to be redacting national security stuff. It was like a question, and she responded to the question.
Okay, Pam Bondi apologist.
Pam Bondi, I know you like really love Pam Bondi. You think that she's like, there's like Anna Paulina Luna is like a 5 and Pam Bondi's a 10 to you. I get it.
No.
It's weird, but I get it.
No.
That question was probably planted with Sean Hannity. They probably had a little conversation beforehand, and someone from her team and his team, they coordinated, said, hey, ask her if you're going to redact stuff so that she could say yes.
I just think it's a little ridiculous.
What's ridiculous? That we don't have
the
them?
Fact that the national security aspect, because under no like what you're saying is that under certain circumstances, depending on how important you deem it is, it's because that's arbitrary. You're going to cover up things like child sex trafficking. That's what you were admitting. You were saying that some stuff is more important than that. And I don't know what. I'm sure there's plenty of national security stuff that is in there, but there should be a way of releasing this information and letting the public have what did you learn that is so crazy that you did not know before when you were state AG or when you were just a Trump supporter and you swore up and down that you would put this stuff out there that you now put out there? And where's the administration? Well, I mean, she is the administration, but where is the president demanding to see this stuff publicly too? Like, no, everyone's quiet about it now.
I know.
Everybody's like,
where's Kash Patel? Kash Patel isn't known to be quiet about things. I don't hear him talking about it at all.
Well, he's there. On? He's at Dulles Airport chasing terrorists. I kind of feel like this is more important than a terrorist.
It's magnitude's more important. Yes.
Well, I think it's the same. I don't know.
No, it's not.
Then a terrorist? Like, I mean, yeah.
I mean, think of all of the little girls and probably boys that Jeffrey Epstein terrorized.
Yes, I understand, but also like a terrorist could also kill like thousands of people. So like, I feel like they're both kind of bad, like really equally bad.
I think Epstein files are probably more important. Like, what's the bottom of this?
Let's play a hypothetical.
Okay.
In the Epstein files, there is, there is evidence that there's evidence that blackmail was used on the United States Senate. Blackmail that included child sex trafficking and child abuse and child rape to get the Senate to vote in favor of, I don't know, the 2008 bailout of Wall Street. I'm just saying a hypothetical. I don't know that that's in there. I'm making this up.
But it seems it's not like that far-fetched of an example. Like there could be something similar to that.
Correct. Is that a national security threat? Or should we tell the public that is how that was how the information was used? And then the question is, who orchestrated that?
Yeah.
Who did?
Jeffrey Epstein, I guess. But my thing is yes, you do tell the public that. That's not that. Are there national security implications from that? Sure, probably. But you still tell the public that is something they deserve to know. I feel like what we're seeing a lot with this administration, and it's not to say that I don't like a lot of what they're doing, but I feel like what we're seeing more of is this kind of game, this PR game, like where, it's a cabinet meeting and then they rush out and talk about how great the cabinet meeting is. Cabinet secretaries are on TV all the time. Kristi Noem is running nationwide ads encouraging people to self-deport, and international ads discouraging them from coming to the United States. Like, all that's fine. Like, I think it's probably effective, but it just seems like most of this is like, let's just do this full frontal assault on the media and like try to direct the narrative. And then what's going on back here, we're going to maybe like not talk about.
That's certainly happening. And most administrations do that. I'll play devil's advocate for a second. What have they not done that they said they were going to do? Are we just being impatient because we want the files now?
Well, they said day one.
Yeah, true.
Oh, and they haven't done like any of the three, JFK, RFK, or MLK.
Well, Trump signed an executive order directing the agencies to come up with a plan to release the documents. So that was on day one or day 3 or whatever it was.
Okay, don't come up with the plan. Put them out there. We have 4 major. Sorry.
He signed an executive order warning them this is going to happen so they could turn on those paper shredders.
You think?
I think what's happening is that national security is now just a blanket term for anything that, in your case, in your scenario, Michael, maybe that's one of the things that happens. That's going to piss off a lot of Americans, and they're going to lose trust in their government and say, hey, this is kind of fucked up. Why did the FBI and Mossad and others do that? Our whole country is like based on all of this stuff, and now it's now a lie. How can I possibly trust you? And that's a national security threat. It's not a national security threat in the sense of like a terrorist might bomb, I don't know, the Washington Monument. Sheboygan. National. It doesn't seem like national security. It sounds like they're just really making that very broad, defined broadly.
Well, if they choose to redact information like that as a national security thing,
we're going to get nothing but just sheets of blank black strips saying like can't see anything, and you might get an and here. But we see local governments do that too. They redact things or restrict from TPIA. I've had it happen to me, like street repair designs and costs. It's like, oh, it's a security risk. It's a national security risk. We can't put that information out there. It's not. It's you just want to keep this secret. Keep it secret.
They can't do that. What? They're not going to get away with it.
Watch them do it. It's going to happen, Michael. And
what do you mean, Michael? They're not going to get away with it? The U.S. government?
They're going to have all of those social media influencers that they gave the binders to that was bullshit. All of them are going to come to their defense and calm down the conservatives. Like the small R Republicans are going to calm down. Guys, there's nothing he can do about it. It's the deep state going after him. 2 more weeks. Trust the plan. Like, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to get away with it.
There will be a revolt.
No, there won't.
A MAGA revolt. Yes, there would be.
No, absolutely not.
If the Epstein files come out, if the John F. Kennedy files come out and they don't say the CIA was involved with, there will be a revolt.
What do you mean by revolt? Like they're not going to vote for Republicans in the next in a year?
The base will be disillusioned. A portion of the base will be disillusioned, so much so that they will lose the next election. Yes.
Okay.
I don't have faith. I don't.
I think they have to, but I also want them very much to release the file. So maybe I'm not being very, objective about this.
No, I don't think you are.
I don't have any faith in the government, and anyway.
Yeah, but we're dealing with a very different situation. This isn't Barack Obama's administration of 2008, guys. There's Tulsi Gabbard is the head of DNI.
They got to prove themselves. No one gets the benefit of the doubt until they prove themselves.
Agreed. But this is not the Bush administration.
Kennedy is the Health and Human Service, whatever. He's HHS secretary, and his first two things are go get the vaccines and anti-Semitism is a health issue.
Well,
it's a health emergency.
I can't explain the irrationality of our stance towards Israel without the Jeffrey Epstein files. I'm sorry, it just does. I can't make it make sense.
Look, I wish I had your childlike hope, Michael, that the government's going to pull through and we're going to get all the documents and there's not going to be any redactions not too many redactions. Like, we're going to know for sure exactly what happened. Whatever her name is, Whitney Webb. She's 100% correct. I just don't think it's going to happen.
It's going to be a shim sham. That's it.
It's going to be a shim sham. Whatever Charles just said.
That's why shim what we're seeing happen in real time. That's what a shim sham is. Why have all your friends, these conservative influencers who got those binders, been radio silent since they got them? They came out with them, did the stupid little jig in front of the White House, got beat up on social media, then was like, guys, wait. This isn't it. Like, there's more. They just gave us these as a surprise, like blah, 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 blah. And then now they're quiet. Now they ain't got nothing left to say.
Yeah. It looks pretty bad. I'm gonna hold judgment until, I don't know, give me 2 more weeks. And then I'll be on where you guys are at.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks, 14 days. That's the 21st at 12:59 p.m.
Well, Mexico's going to pay for it, and she's going to be locked up. 2 more weeks.
We're going to build the whole wall.
It's going to happen. 100%.
Haters. All right. You guys want to talk about Project Connect?
If you like your doctor, you can keep them. Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about it.